Sophomore, Riley Gallagher. Junior, Nicole Williams. Sophomore, Rachel Clark. Sophomore, Lexia Jones. Junior, Elise Mayberry. Junior, Victoria Rogers. Senior, Mackenzie McDougal. Junior, Kayla Hatter. Sophomore, Peyton Sprague. NCAA All-American in scrubbing. Sophomore, Taylor Nelson. NCAA All-American. Junior, NCAA All-American Savannah Chapman. Sophomore, Chelsea Benners. Junior, co-captain Morgan Campbell. Junior, captain All-American Sydney Boudreaux. Your Dawson cheerleaders. Katy High School cheerleaders attended the Woodlands Elite Cheer Camp. Best tumblers, best upgrades, camp captain award. Katy cheerleaders.
Okay, here at Rice Stadium with the Eagle Addicts. Let's hear it for the
Junior.
Come on, let's hear it. Tell me exactly what you guys do. Who's number 55?
55 is the center also.
He's a good player?
Yeah, he's a really good player.
What's your name?
Elizabeth.
All right. So the Eagle Addicts, it's just you guys, there's no chaperone to this thing, or what? How does it work?
We just show up and support our boys.
Who's number 51?
Tyler Gunther.
He's a good player too? All right. Let's hear it one more time from the Eagle Addicts.
Senior, Jameson Friends, All-American nominee, KBBC Social Guru. Senior, Sydney. All-American nominee, KBBC Treasurer. And junior, Miss Anna Barris. Sponsor for the Dawson cheerleaders, Jennifer Shelton. Sponsor for the Katy cheerleaders, Patty Hyatt Henson, assisted by now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for school songs. First, the alma mater of Dawson High School. Now the Katy High School alma mater. Now the possible starting lineups for today's game for the Dawson Eagles on offense. At tackle, number 66, Chris De Santiago. At guard, number 51, Tyler Gunther. At center, number 55, Austin Bush. At guard, number 77, Tucker Wells. At tackle, number 74, Cameron Wilson. Tight end, number 80, Gary Root. Wide receiver, number 12, Braylon Mouton. Wide receiver, number 6, Tajay Williams. Running back, number 2, Brett Winnigan. Running back, number 3, Savion Johnson. And at quarterback for the Eagles, number 14, Vance Galloway. Starting on defense for the Eagles, defensive tackle, number 93, Richard Picking. Nose guard, number 99, Jordan Rodriguez. Defensive end, number 48, Tyler Davis. Linebacker, number 40, Lloyd Powell. Middle linebacker, number 33, John Alexander. Outside linebacker, number 13, Kevin Lambert. Outside linebacker, number 35, Johannes Burnett. Quarterback, number 24, Vincent Fisher. Quarterback, number 9, Michael Mitchell. Strong safety, number 31, Carl Isaac. And free safety, number 19, Brandon Guzman. Your Dawson Eagles. Starting lineup for the Katy Tigers. Tackle, number 76, Luke Spees. Guard, number 67, Eddie Garcia. At center, number 56, Cole Shannon. At guard, number 78, Derek Brown. Tackle, number 75, Garrett Montez. Tight end, number 88, Dylan Vasquez. Wide receiver, number 1, Tony Mullins. Wide receiver, number 5, Kyle Porter. Fullback, number 43, Kyle Williams. Running back, number 26, Rodney Anderson. And at quarterback, number 12, Garrett Doron. On defense for the Tigers, defensive end, number 95, Corey Bethany. Nose tackle, number 99, Jesse Brown. Defensive end, number 96, Joey Woodring. Linebacker, number 42, Patty Fisher. Linebacker, number 44, Tyler Willock. Outside linebacker, number 8, Giovanni Stewart. Outside linebacker, number 30, Garrison Roberts. Cornerback, number 7, Cy Slater. Cornerback, number 23, Joshua Blair. Strong safety, number 9, Travis Willock. And at free safety, number 27, Colin Wilder, your Katy Tigers. Once again, Katy ISD football can be heard on www.tsrnsports.com. Today, Lynn Michaels, Jimmy Montgomery, and Adrian Holden are on the call for you. You can also listen to all the games on your cell phone by downloading TSRN's free app. Just search TSRN Sports. Don't forget to follow TSRN on Twitter.
right, guys, we're getting close to game time here. Got about 4 minutes for it will be the kickoff, and here comes your Katy Tigers. 100-person crowd today. They suited out 100 players for this game today. So, without doubt, Katy Tigers come here with a great amount of pride. A lot on the plate today. They want to take this thing all the way this year. Talking with the coaches, they feel like they have a team that can do that. So it should be an interesting ball game today. And here comes your Dawson Eagles. Another team that feels that they have a team that's, started out a little slow in the year, but comes out of a very strong district and feel like that, throughout the playing of these playoffs, it kind of plays to their favor because everybody seems to be overlooking them. And as we know, this is the third round of the playoffs. They come in here fired up today, feel like they have a real good chance if they, as the coach said, they got to do a lot of things right. They know how good this Tigers team is, and they feel like that if they do the right things, they can play with this team here today. So that's why there's 4 quarters in the ball game. We're a handful of minutes away. Looking forward to a good one here from Rice University. Great day for high school football here. About 65, maybe even 70 degrees. Perfect weather. A lot of fans in the stands, and looking forward to a good ball game here.
Center of the field of play is captain of each team, along with the officials, the meeting traditional coin toss. Captain for the Eagles are number 6, Tajay Williams. Number 13, Kevin Lambert. Number 14, Ben Galloway. Number 33, John Alexander.
Gerald, the Ice Cube McNeil coming to you live from Rice Stadium, Bert. Look like we're going to have an interesting game today. Tell how we're going to get started today.
Well, they're doing the coin toss. Coin's in the air, hits the ground. Katy Tiger looks like they won it. They deferred. So Dawson will get the ball first. Katy will be kicking off.
Well, that's going to be good for the Eagles. I think they want to know what they've got right off the bat. So getting an opportunity for their offensive team to take the field, I think is going to be kind of key for them to see. They want to get some momentum going. And obviously this is going to be a game of, ups and downs and webs and flows. So look like the Eagles are getting ready to send their receiving team onto the field. Yes, it's going to be Brett Winnigan, number 2, and also Savion Johnson, number 3, are going to be deep and look like they're at the goal line to receive the kickoff. The kickoff is underway. It looked like it's going to be Kevin Lambert, number 13, taking it. He was real close at the sideline, so he just takes it out. It looked like it's going to be slightly over the 20-yard line, and that's where the Eagles are going to take hold, Burton. It'll be 1st and 10. And we're going to see kind of what they're going to have. Now, their quarterback has just been great. Vance Galloway is going to be the quarterback, and he'll be under center, taking the first snap.
Take snap there, hands off straight up the middle. Going to fight forward for about 3 yards right there, Gerald. We'll call it 2. Bring up a 2nd down and 8 here. Yeah,
that is their stud running back is going to be Brett Winnigan, number 2. I think we're going to see a lot of him. He has about close to 1,000 yards for the year, so it looked like he's been fairly productive.
Galloway starting the quarterback here from the gun here. Galloway keeps it there, and he's going to pick up about another 2 yards. So that's going to bring up we'll call it 2nd and 7. They gave him 2 on that one, so 2nd and 7, ball placed down here at the 24-yard line.
Well, Bert, looked like this is 3rd down, so it's going to be 3rd down and 7, and you can hear the crowd going wild. It's going to really be key for Dawson to keep, the Katy offense. They've got a high-powered offense, so how you can control that is moving the sticks, making 1st down. So this is going to be a key 3rd down for the Eagles. Galloway takes the snap. He's rolling left. He's trying to
Good pursuit out there. Broke a couple tackles. Depends on where he stepped out of bounds. Going to be close. Nope, he's going to be about 2 yards short there. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 2 here, Gerald.
It's going to be a decision right off the bat. Wouldn't you have it any other way? It looked like the Eagles are going to, have a decision to make. It's going to be 4th and very short. Look like a long 1.5, maybe 2 yards to go. And they're kind of getting together with their coaching staff to see whether or not they're going to go for it.
They're going to go ahead and punt, Gerald.
They're going to
and on the 30-yard line, that's a tough but probably right decision here. So Ingram to do the punting duties here for the Eagles. Good snap. Gets the punt off. Going to be fielded right there around the 40. Number 27. Going to break one tackle and be tackled right there around the 48-yard line, Gerald. So
yes.
That's where the Katy Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's going to be Colden Wilder. Colden Wilder, number 27, is going to be on the return. And once again, we talked about field position and just the momentum. Katy's going to get a chance to start their opening drive right at midfield, moving from right to left. What a gorgeous day we've got today, right after, and happy Thanksgiving to all our listeners out there. This is going to be a great post treat that we're going to have. And
Garrett Doron underneath center. We haven't seen much of that here this year. A lot of pistol, a lot of shotgun. So Katy in the traditional formation takes the snap, hands off to his workhorse right there, and he's going to be stopped for maybe only a yard gain there. Host of Eagles there.
Yeah, boy, number 93, Richard Pickens. And, boy, you look from his defensive tackle position, and he met him right between the numbers, stood him up a little bit for a minimum gain of about 1 yard line.
Throws it to Anderson right there, breaks the tackle, got upfield. He's going to be 30, 20, 25, 10, 5, touchdown. That's their workhorse, as you said, Gerald. 1,500 yards rushing already this year. And right there, he just rushed for 50 more. So that's going to put Katy up 6-0 here with 9:53 here in the first quarter.
Wow, golly, right off the bat, he's going to get his 20th touchdown of the year. And it was kind of a simple power, a power lead around. He got a sweep action, and the defensive back there got sucked up, and when he got blocked, boy, he had nothing but daylight around the left side.
Chris Perez doing the kicking duties here today. Kick is up, kick is good. And that's going to put the Katy Tigers up 7-0 here, Gerald. And as you said before the game started,
the best high school football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all vying to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to Ticketmaster.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, big plays, plus the DQ Big Game of the Week.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday nights on Fox Sports Southwest.
Boy, I'm going to tell you, Bert, that's a heck of a way for the Katy Tigers to kind of start, their opening drive, getting a chance to go 50 yards for a score, and most of it by their workhorse, Mr. Anderson, getting his 20th touchdown of the year. It's hard to tell if they've got a breeze or not. I'm looking at the flags, Bert. Look like the flags are perfectly still, so we're not getting much.
short kick there, fielded around the 21-yard line. Got a little seam there. He going to 40. Nice run back right there by.
It looked like that's going to be Canada, number 4, looked like that was on the return. He was the up back, so he was the short back, and they kicked one of those high kind of hanging, which you want to call floaters.
Actually, Gerald, that was Drake Rayner there on that return, on that short kick. As we said, we're high in the sky here, so we do have our spotter. We will make it through today. Looking forward to a great game. In a pistol formation here, takes a snap. Hands off right there. Good pursuit by the Katy Tigers. Number 3.
Yeah, that's Savion Johnson, number 3. He's going to be the left running back, taking a sweep around the right end. Look like they're going to have a 2nd and 8. They're going to up to the line of scrimmage real quick. They're going to fake a reverse, and that's going to be Savion Johnson again, the running back, going to his left side. He kind of faked a reverse by the wide receiver there, and then he came up wide, and once again, the Eagles are going to be looking at a 3rd and long, about a 3rd and 7.
Jesse Brown there on the tackle for the Tigers, their captain. Has some time here, pocket collapses, throws this ball up for grabs. Going to be intercepted there at around the 27-yard line by number 27.
Yes, Galloway got hit as he threw the ball. Boy, he really took a shot as he took that pass, and it caused the ball to kind of float.
Yeah,
and the ball was hanging
Wilder
up
did
there.
a good job there, waiting on that ball, not leaving his feet too early. Went up and caught it at its highest point. Came down with a nice interception there for the Tigers.
All right, the Tigers are going to start their 2nd offensive possession of the game.
Takes a snap, rolls back, throws out here to number 10. And he's going to break a couple tackles and pick up about 14 yards there. Nice throw and catch there by the Tigers.
Yes, he was stopped by number 9, Michael Mitchell, the right cornerback, that's playing off, and that's one thing we're going to have to look at today. It looked like, the Eagles are going to play man-to-man, but they're playing a soft man. They're off a good, 5 or 6 yards. Well, they've tightened it up a little bit on this side, look like, for this down and distance.
Number 26, the workhorse Sanders, straight up middle, breaking tackles. 20, 15, 10, 5. Going to be close. Touchdown, Katy Tigers.
Oh, just unfortunate. Number 24, Vincent Fisher, the free safety. He is the free safety, and he's the last line of defense. And he went down at his ankles, and if you just don't get him up high, Bert, he's going to have a long, long day. If he's going to be one-on-one, with the defensive secondary for the Eagles.
Press, do the PAT. It's up. It's good, and that puts the Tigers on top, 14-0, and we go to break.
At Panera, we decided a long time ago to avoid the easy road and switch to antibiotic-free chicken. That decision set a lot of things in motion. So now it's not just chickens raised this way. It's more ingredients you can trust. Which has taught us a lesson. Sometimes, what you think is the harder road turns out to be the only one worth being on. Panera Bread. Live consciously. Eat deliciously.
Welcome back, everybody, to TexanLive.com. And listen, Bert, boy, this is going to be a really interesting dynamic here in the first quarter, because if you're the Eagles, the one thing you don't want is to make sure the game gets out of hand kind of early. So they really could use a nice sustained drive and just make some first downs. Not necessarily always looking to points, Bert, but we've got to be able to keep that Katy offense off the field if I'm on that Eagles coaching staff.
Yeah, Winnigan and Johnson back here for the Eagles to receive this.
Look like that's going to be Winnigan again. This time he takes it, starts up his left side, cuts it back to the middle of the field, and it's going to be tackled inside the 20, right around the 17-yard line is where the Eagles will start.
Jay Griffin there on the tackle there. It's actually Johnson with the return there. Galloway in the shotgun here. Winnigan in the backfield right there. Galloway keeps it, breaks a tackle there, and going to get back to the line of scrimmage. But once again, great pursuit there by the Tigers.
Yes, that's going to be number 27, which is Colin Wilder on the stop for the Tigers. He's coming up from his free safety position. And their free safeties play pretty tight. You know, he's only about 8 or 9 yards deep. So they really help in run support very quickly.
Winningham there up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards. So it's going to bring up Gerald a 3rd down and 8 here. Ball going to be placed down here around the 12-yard line.
Probably going to look for something a little bit different here. You know, they've been running that off tackle, that read option quite a bit with Galloway and Winnigan. Just looking to see that they're going to probably try something a little bit different.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right, takes a snap, has a little time here, pocket collapsing, going to throw it up, going to be caught, and that's going to be the Eagles' first down here of the ball game. Nice catch here by number 11.
That's going to be C.J. Simmons with the catch, the wide receiver on the left-hand side.
Nice throw by Galloway, too, because he was
it was
really
a back shoulder throw.
Yeah, well, it was more than that. It was a
shoulder.
get rid of it. I'm finna get
Of
hit
course.
throw. So nice job there of
Good placement.
releasing that ball downfield, picking up first down, ball placed down on 41. Galloway takes a snap, pump fake.
Galloway
Good pressure there, breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet. And what pursuit by the Tigers there. It was a host of them.
He's tackled about, I want to say about maybe half of the team there for the Katy defense. Really kind of corralled and didn't let him
Corey
get outside.
Corey Beffley there on that tackle for the Tigers.
Look like the Eagles are trying to, you know, open it up a little bit. The last 2 plays have been passing plays, so I'm looking to see whether or not they're going to get back to their running
Galloway
game.
keeps it right there himself. And boy, hit hard there.
That's Wilder again coming up from his free safety position. He really does support with the force. I mean, when he comes up, he passes along. He comes up and delivers a ton of pressure there that's going to be coming. 3rd and long again.
3rd down and 10 here for the Eagles. I'm not sure what to call this formation, a pistol punt formation. Rolls out here, going to throw it up and air it out. Just out of the fingertips. Nice throw right there.
That was a nice throw there.
Johnson there for the attendant receiver.
Oh, that's not a good deal. Johnson gets up very slow. He's limping. He is on the Eagle sideline, so the training staff gets to him very quickly.
bring up a 4th down and 10, and Eagles send out their punt team here.
We'll have to keep an eye on that because Xavier there is the starting running back, and he's looking to see a lot of action. Deep number 27 is going to be deep for the Katy Tiger. He calls for a fair catch.
He catches it right there at the 30-yard line, so that's where Katy will take over their 3rd possession here, Gerald. And Gerald, it's such an honor to be here this year. TexanLive.com started 4 years ago as a real simple, small company. Since we've grown and had an opportunity to sign a contract with Fox Sports Southwest to actually bring you all these games live. So really excited about being here. I'm Bert Brocker, owner of TexanLive.com. Takes a snap right there, handed off straight up the middle. Going to pick up about 5 yards on that play, running straight downhill. Kyle Porter there.
Yeah, look like they're going to have a Porter, which is going to be their backup, I think, running back, and maybe kind of give Anderson a little bit of a break there as the Tigers start their 3rd drive in the afternoon.
Take snap, handed to the first man up front right there, and he's only going to gain about a yard right there on that play.
Yes, and that's going to be number 13, Kevin Lambert.
Kyle Williams got the handoff.
He's coming
there.
up from his defensive end position. That was a really good hit because he kept him from getting the first down, but more importantly, he only got a yard on the carry, making it something like a 3rd and long, 3, maybe 4 yards to go for the Tigers.
Takes the snap right there. That's going to be a illegal motion or false start, whichever one they call, and that's going to bring up move it back 5. So now it'll be 3rd and 9. Ball be placed down around the 32-yard line.
A key
31-yard line.
Key one of the game here. I'm going to tell you, the Eagles need to come up with a stop here. We're talking about 3rd and long, and thus far they've been unable to get the Tigers off the field. So it would be just really, really important for them to come up with a great stop here on a 3rd and long.
Doron drops straight back here, has a little time, got men moving around. Going to go ahead and run it right here. That's going to be the first stop for the Eagles. And man, Gerald, that's what they needed. This Eagles defense has absolutely been burned the first 2 possessions here. But man, what a nice job right there of stopping Katy. And they should get the ball back with decent field position.
Let's take a hat off to the defensive second because that was a covered sack. There were no receivers that was open, so Doron had to go off and just take off and try to get the first down on his own.
All right, good snap here, gets the punt off, and it's a good one.
What a beauty.
Waits for a fair catch there, ball gets on the ground, and going to be down right around the 28-yard line.
Yes, Drake Rayner there, that was a great kick by the punter, but he's got to do maybe a little bit better job there. He almost had a turnover because he couldn't get to the ball. That ball bounces and touches him. Of course, it'll be a live ball. So the Eagles were very fortunate there that the ball was not touched by any of the Eagles.
Winnigan and Johnson is back in the game. Callaway in the gun. Hands off right there to number 2.
That's going to be Winnigan again. He's trying to turn the corner over there, but boy, I want to tell you, you talk about the pursuit by the Katy, by the Tigers defense. It is really something to see.
Willock there on the tackle along with Fisher. Tigers. Takes the snap here, rolls out. Going to be a quick throw out here low, but he manages to field it cleanly. Going to go forward there, but it's going to be another short gain. Looked like that was to number 12 there.
Yeah, that was Braylon Mouton, with the wide receiver screen. It was set up kind of nice, but, the pass from Galloway was a little bit low. He had to go to the ground, and by the time he got back up, he just, he didn't have a lot of room to kind of work with.
Galloway takes snap, rolls out here to his right.
To his right.
Goes back around. Still running around here. Got some time. Boy, what pursuit by this Katy Tigers defense.
Let's talk a little bit about that play. You know, Galloway is rolling to his right. Every time, and it's a busted play, the wide receiver, number 9, which is Michael Mitchell on that side, if the quarterback is rolling out to you, you're taught as a receiver to go long, okay? If he's away from you, you break up short. So that's something that I think he was a little bit upset about. But, boy, if his receiver would have just broke, up the field, he would have had a chance to kind of throw the ball to him. Short punt by the Eagles.
But it did get a Eagles roll here. Ball going to roll down right at the 39-yard line, and that's where the Katy Tigers will take over their 4th possession of the ball game.
38 yards in the bump with no return. The Tigers at 39.
Once again, Bert, look, the Katy Tigers are going to be taking their offense, and that's 4th drive. The Eagles held them to a punt the last time. That's going to be their first punt of the evening. Line on their defense, the Eagles are, to keep them in the ball game thus far.
Doron under center, Anderson in the backfield. Going to be pitched there to Anderson, breaking tackle. Going to go forward and going to pick up about 9 yards right there.
Boy, he is a strong back. That was number 13, Kevin Lambert on the stop. But not before he gained about 9 yards, and I'm talking about 9 very tough, hard-fought yards right to the Eagles' defense.
Kyle Porter in the backfield here. Doron throws it out there to number 43 right there. Kyle Williams.
And a sensational hit by Brandon Guzman, number 19, coming up again from a safety position to make a stop on that tight end. A well-designed play from the Tigers there. Misdirection, faking a sweep that's going around the left side, and then obviously bootlegging back to the right side, and he was wide open.
Doron under center here. Anderson in the backfield. Drops back, going to throw the ball again. Wanted to go downfield. Instead, Doron's got a big running hole out there. Got a good block out there by number 1. Nice block by Tony Mullins out there to pick him up about an extra 8 yards right there.
Wide receivers are taught to do a multitude of things, and on that particular play there, you're always taught that quarterback is scrambling. You find the nearest man and lay a good block, and right then, just like you said, number 1, it really set him up to go another additional 10 or 12 yards. So a great job by the wide receiver out wide.
And that's going to end your first quarter here. Katy Tigers 14, Dawson 0.
Hey fans, it's Bert.
And Jamie with your Texan dealerships. It's time for the biggest truck month event in Houston.
Because Texan has the biggest selection and great deals. That's right, get a new Sierra Crew for just $24,888 or $299 a month.
And we have 0% interest for 60 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash. Thanks for making Texan the fastest growing dealership in the nation.
Texan Buick and GMC located at Highway 59 in Will Clayton.
Or shop us 24/7 at TexanDrive.com. We treat you better.
And welcome everyone back to Rice Stadium, home of the Rice Owls. And once again, Bert, just like you say, in the first quarter there, it looked like the Katy Tigers are going to take the lead 14-0. And what a gorgeous day that we've got. And you're always talking about, once again, always, having a good partnership and being able to partner with Fox Sports Live there. I mean, that has really, really been something key. I take my hat off to you there because you can't get a bigger partner than Fox Sports there.
No, Gerald, and they are the high school of Texas provider. Fox Sports Southwest does a phenomenal job throughout the entire state. They got a Friday night show, which we'll be part of at some point in time tonight because they pull in the feeds all over the state. Really, really an awesome job they do across the state, bringing you some of the best football. Look at all the players at the next level that come out of this state. Number 5 gets the pitch right there, got a block out front, breaks a tackle. He's going to go all the way. That's Kyle Porter there. He's going to pick up about 12 yards on that play. That's going to be another first down for the Tigers. Ball plays down to 19.
The Eagles defense is really going to have to kind of, tighten up a little bit. John Anderson Alexander, number 33, he had him for a tackle of a gain about 3 yards line, but he ran straight through that tackle, gained another 7 or 8 yards. So that's going to be key, part for the Eagles defense to make sure they're tackling the ball very well.
Doron under center here. Anderson in the backfield. Anderson takes the ball right there. Nice patient move right there. Got the edge. 5-4. That's going to be another touchdown for the Katy Tigers.
Once again, I think I was talking about, not wrapping up and missed tackles. That one was number 19, Brandon Guzman. Like you said, it was one-on-one with the safety there. And, once he made that safety miss, he had all the outside. So the Eagles are really going to have to tighten up on their defense there, making sure that they wrap up.
Perez with the PAT attempt. It's up. It's good, and that's going to make it Katy Tigers 21, Dawson 0, 11:24 to go here in the second quarter.
We have broken the sound barrier and pioneered new paths to space. But where is that new frontier? What barriers will we break next? Every day, we are given the opportunity to sign our name to history. Just close your eyes and look inside. You are that new frontier. I'm General Mark Welch. These are my heroes, and we are American Airmen.
Listen, welcome back again to White Stadium. And, listen, I don't know if I've told you, Bert, I might have mentioned a couple of times here. The head coach over here, David Bailiff for the Rice Owls, is a good friend of mine, so it's good to be in his home stadium here. And we coach together there at San Marcos State University, and I think it's called Texas State there in San Marcos, Texas.
Winnigan and Johnson back here. Going to be a pooch kick here. Going to be a fair catch called for, taken right there at the 32-yard line. So that's where Dawson Eagles will take over this first possession of the second quarter for them. Gerald, without doubt, Eagles need some points here, and they need to take some time off the clock and see if they can slow this game down and move down the field here and pick up some first downs. So,
like you say, the key is just making sure that we're getting some positive plays, you pick up
Galloway
2 or 3
takes
yards
the snap right there. Keeps the ball himself right there, and he's going to pick up right at 4 yards there, 3.5 yards. So that's a nice pickup right there.
Good tough run. Good tough run
It
there.
was. And that was a read option. He had the option and did a nice job of keeping that ball himself, cutting back up the middle and picking up real close to 4 yards. Galloway in the pistol there. Going to drop back to throw again. Has a lot of pressure. And just going to throw that ball away.
That's a good
but
job
he was out
by
of the
Galloway.
pocket there.
Good job there, not taking the sack.
Wow.
Losing another
Did you see
10-yard line there.
But you see pressure by the
Yeah.
Tigers there, Gerald?
Man, we want to talk about great pressure. He's coming in from his defensive end position. I think that's going to be number 99, Jesse Brown. And boy.
Galloway in the gun here. 2 backs back there with him. Drops back. Has a little time.
Has a lot of time this time.
And once again, number 44 there for the Tigers with great pursuit, Trevor Lofton.
Yeah, it's going to be Tyler Willock. It's going to be number 44 on the stop for the Tigers. And, they had a lot of time there. He just could not find an open receiver, which is going to, kind of revert back to have some good defensive cover by the Tiger secondary there. So bring up a 4th and long. Colin Wilder again, number 27. Boy, Wilder he did a good job. He picked that up.
Yes, he did. Very fortunate there, though. He fielded that ball over his back shoulder, and he actually didn't field it. That ball got on the turf there. Got a really, really nice kick there for him. But once he did get the ball in his hand, definitely made up for it. Returned it for about 14 yards there. Carl Isaac there on the stop out here on this side. So this is Katy's second possession here of the second quarter. Up 21-0 with 10:29 to go in the second. Doron takes the snap there. Anderson gets the ball. Nice open field tackle right there.
Yeah, that was number 9, Mikael Mitchell, number 9 on the stop, coming up from his free safety position. Like you're saying, he was one-on-one. He wrapped up and made a really, really good tackle.
And he
on
didn't
Anderson.
have a lot of help out there behind him.
Did not.
As we look at the replay here. He had blockers out in front, so if Anderson gets that edge there, could have been another long run for him. So that was a really nice job on open field tackle there, Gerald.
You know, you almost have to be ready for anything on a 2nd and 1. A lot of times, a lot of offensive coordinators like to take real long shots here.
Anderson straight ahead there, going to pick up just a touch over 1 yard, but that's going to be enough for a first down for the Tigers. And so 1st and 10, ball going to be placed down right there at the 47-yard line.
I like that stop. That was a nice stop by Jordan Rodriguez, number 99, from his left defensive end position, you know, working his way down the line of scrimmage to tackle him, you know, right above the center there. So that was a really good job by their defense. Not before he got the first down, though.
Doron under center here. Anderson in backfield. Pitches out here to Anderson. Anderson's very, very patient there, waiting to cut back up. He's going to pick up right at 10 yards right there. And looks like they're going to give him 10 and another first down. So, man, what patient running by Anderson right there, Gerald. He waited on his blockers and then seen that seam and cut back up.
Yes, now listen, I know, you know, being in Houston, Texas, we've got a very good runner in the pro level by the name of Adrian Foster, and he runs a lot like Foster. He's very patient. He waits for the hole to develop, and, you know, he waits on his blocker. He does a good job of setting up his blocks.
Well, as a diehard Texan fan, I hope he can stay healthy. Doron drops back, got a man downfield right there. Good pass, good throw. Looked like number 5 there on the reception, Kyle Porter.
Porter ran a good route. He ran what we want to call a corner route. You know, it's faking to kind of go up the seam, and then he breaks it back to the outside of the corner, and he was kind of wide open, and that was a very good pass by Doron here.
Brandon Gilmore on that,
you know, putting it over the cornerback, right and dropping in that little, what we call that little vacant area between the cornerback and the free safety.
Doron under center here. Throws it out to Anderson again. Got a couple blockers in front. Nice block out there on the outside by his wide receiver again.
Listen to me. I've been here in a long time. Golly, their wide receiver there, number 10, came back on the crackback block. And I'm talking about he just clearly wiped out the free safety coming. And I'm not sure the free safety even saw him coming down the line of scrimmage, but he picked up one great job by his wide receiver there. And that's going to be Kobe Anthony.
Alexander 10. There on the tackle for the Eagles. Going to pass it again here. Once again, got Potter out there. Breaks a tackle. Going to make it all the way down to about the 4-yard line. So that'll be another 1st and goal here. Ball going to be placed down right at the 5-yard line there. Another nice pass by Doron.
Yeah, it was a great pass. Looked like we had Kareem Jones, number 90, on the stop for the Eagles. That was a great design play there because the slot back, he came inside and ran what we call an arrow route. Came in like he was coming in and then back to the outside where he was wide open.
Got man coverage out here to the outside. Doron under center here. Anderson in the backfield. Going to pitch it out here again. Good pursuit right there, but once again, Anderson being patient, in for the score right there. So, man, this guy's looked impressive. First time, actually it's the second time I've seen him. I've seen him earlier in the season up at Turner Stadium in Humble, and knew they were a really good football team, but without doubt, very patient there, waiting on his receiver downfield there. Looked like number 12.
Well, listen, like
Alec
you're saying.
Dupre. Nice block out there on the outside to seal the edge. Perez's kick is good, and that makes it Katy Tigers 28, Dawson 0.
Download the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Follow your team, get live scores, plus make game picks. And it all links up with Facebook and Twitter. Change the way you watch high school football. Download for free the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app.
Only one network is big enough to cover the great state of Texas. And only one show travels across the state to get the skinny on high school sports every week, all year long. You want the best in high school sports? Catch High School Spotlight on Fox Sports Southwest.
Welcome back live, coming here from Rice Stadium. And many of our viewers in the Houston area may or may not know this stadium is very famous. It's got a lot of history. It's nice to be over here. I played, of course, a lot of games against the Rice Owls here. And Super Bowl V back with the Miami Dolphins was here. And, you know, it's nice to be back in the facility.
Winnigan and Johnson back here to receive this kickoff from number 13, Alec Dupre. Going to be another short kick here.
Looked like Winnigan got a chance to come up and field that one. He was tackled. Looked like the ball came out, but I think it was well after.
J.R. Blades on that tackle right there.
All right, look like the Eagles are coming out once again. Look like Galloway is going to be in the gun position. Split backs behind him, which is going to be Winnigan and Johnson. Takes the ball, handoff to Winnigan again. Boy, he's trying to get around that right side, but boy, the Tigers defense are not having it.
10 yards, 7-9, Eagles.
All right, Galloway to throw the ball as he took the
Fisher on the tackle there.
Number 12, Braylon Mouton, the wide receiver, made a really good catch, and it's kind of that back shoulder throw again. The ball's away from the defender. He made a great grab, bringing a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 here. Takes a snap right there. Got a little hole there. He's going to pick up a first down right there, Gerald. Very nice job by Brett Winnigan there.
Winnigan on the carry, and he did a good job by following his blockers. Like you're saying, you've got to set up those blocks. But once he turned it on, he turned it up the field to gain those hard 3 yards and get a first down.
Winnigan get in there with the carry. Going to pick up a couple hard yards right there. This Tiger defense is absolutely flying around, Gerald.
Yes, they're flying to the ball. It looks like that, Winnigan is dang sure going to be their workhorse for the Eagles. They're finding a way to get him on, a multitude of different variations of route.
Galloway takes snap here. Big pressure again. As time, drop pass right there. Boy, they needed that.
Yeah, they really did need that. Looked like Braylon Mouton, number 12, wasn't expecting the ball. The quarterback obviously rolled out to the right, and I'm not sure. Now, one thing you got to remember here, in this stadium, Bert, the sun comes out, he could be looking back into the sun behind us.
I think he had eyes in the back of his head and was thinking about running with the ball before he caught it there, Gerald. Got pressure again, going to be sacked right there by big number 95.
Yes, that's going to be Coy Bethley, number 95, on the stop. Boy, he was really coming from his defensive end position, kind of roughed him. If he could have got outside, I think Galloway would have had a little bit of operating room. But it's going to bring up another 4th down for the Eagles. All right, look like that's going to be Caden Ingram, number 36, with the short punt. Got a good bounce, though, I think, and it's going to fall dead around the 42-yard line.
33-yard punt.
33-yard punt there, Gerald.
And Katy, 42.
Did a good job by getting it away from the return man, punting it to his right side there. Well, we talk about how much the Katy, Tigers run the football. Boy, those offensive linemen are not small. I'm going to tell you now, Bert, they're pretty big.
Handoff to Anderson, straight up the middle there, still on his feet. Going to pick up about 6 yards there.
Look like that's going to be Michael Samergel. He's going to be on the stop there for the Eagles.
8 or 6, second and 4, Katy.
Bert, look like, the Katy Tigers stick to their bread and butter. They like to run their football. They like to control the clock, and they like to make first downs.
Kyle Porter checks in here in the backfield. Doran's going to hand off to him straight up the middle. He's going to get another 5 yards, and that's going to give the Tigers another 1st and 10. Ball will be placed down at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Yes, we got a tackle by Richard Pickin. Number 93 is going to be on the stop. It looked like.
All right, guys, we got a timeout here.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's nimble and fluid, but sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our Iron Man Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
Good news right there. Sam Miguel got off on his own feet there, so he walked off the field. Got Kyle Porter in the backfield here. Doran under center. Takes a snap, going to throw the ball. Little slant pout right there to number 1, Tony Mullins. And he deserves some catches here.
Yes, he does.
He's made some key blocks downfield.
That's how you reward him there, Bert, okay? Give him the ball a little bit. Number 24, Vincent Fisher there, also made a good play and a good stop to hold him to about 7 yards. Like you said, if you're going to be a workhorse and do all that blocking out there, you deserve to have some passes thrown your way.
Porter here still in the backfield. Doran under the center. Hands off right there to Porter again. Going to break a couple tackles, pick up about 4 yards there, and that'll be enough for another Tiger first down. Ball placed down on 41-yard line.
Brandon Guzman is supporting real hard from his free safety position to make that short gain.
Doran under center here. Still have Porter in the backfield here with him. Fakes it. They're going to throw the ball right here. Got a man wide open, and that's Tony Mullins, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Tigers. Gerald, we said reward it. Holy cow, what a well-designed play. Play action here to the right, rolls out back to the left, looks downfield, and Mullins had cleared everybody and pitch and catch right there. Nice throw by Doran to Mullins for a Tigers touchdown.
That's just a standard old Katy play there. I run.
Good snap, good hold. Perez's kick is up, and it's good.
Download the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Follow your team, get live scores, plus make game picks, and it all links up with Facebook and Twitter. Change the way you watch high school football. Download for free the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app.
Only one network is big enough to cover the great state of Texas, and only one show travels across the state to get the skinny on high school sports every week, all year long. You want the best in high school sports? Catch High School Spotlight on Fox Sports Southwest.
All right, welcome back here to Rice Stadium. And Bert, you know, it kind of comes to mind there after looking at a lot of the Tigers. That is just so typical Katy football. They run, they suck you up. When they run that ball 3, 4, 5 times, guess what? If you're the DB on that side, when you see that run coming at you again, you bite.
You start cheating up, too.
You start cheating up, he bit. And then, of course, that wide receiver just, you know, releases up the seam and he's wide open.
Brett Winnigan and Savion Johnson back here to return this kick.
Look like they're going to keep it to another pooch kick.
Number 8 right there did a nice job of Drake Rayner just waving for a fair catch there. He looked behind him to see if Brett Winnigan would come up and field that ball, but it was just too much ground. So he did a nice job of getting his hand up in the air, field the ball there. It'll be placed down right at the 24-yard line. And that's where the Dawson Eagles will take over, down 35-0 here with 3:12 to go in the first half. Looks like we got a new quarterback in here. Looks like number 7 checked in the game here. Number 3, boy, what a hard run there by Savion Johnson there, picking up about 6 yards, maybe even 7. And Zach Smith has checked in at quarterback here.
Yes, I think that's the first time that they really had a good push from the offensive line up front.
Second down, Eagles.
Hands off there to Brett Winnigan. Got a blocker out in front. Going to pick up a first down and be tackled right there around the 36-yard line.
Yes, that's going to be number 44, Tyler Willock, on the stop for the Tigers. And he did a good job of setting up the run there because they were going to stretch it all the way out to the right, but he gave a hesitation move, you know, for him to allow him to get the corner and pick up the first down.
That ball's going to be overthrown right there by Smith.
Zach Smith pass intended for C.J. Simmons and Katy.
Looked like they were just trying to loosen up the defense there a little bit for the Tigers.
Joshua Blair defending for Katy.
You know, Bert, sometimes you just got to do that. You don't always complete them when you go long up the field, but one thing you will do is make the defense aware of that.
Wow, what great pursuit by the Tigers defense there.
Golly. I'm going to say number 8, Giovanni Stewart, was the first one to meet him. He was joined by a whole host of others. But, boy, like you're saying, when they meet you with a lot of force there. And I want to say I think it threw him for a little bit of a loss there.
Yeah, they did, Gerald. 2:07 to go here in the half. Going to bring up a third down, and we'll call it 13. Ball placed down on the 38-yard line here. Going to air it out right here. Like you said, he kind of was looking back into that sun right there, and it definitely was in his eyes because he hesitated a little bit there to try to pick the ball up.
Yes, the second time I've seen it. You know, a lot of times it really is very difficult for the wide receiver because that ball, you know, you look for a spot. And sometimes that spot disappears when he hits that sun, and it's just very hard to pick up sometimes.
Caden Ingram in the punt for Dawson.
Don't forget here, whenever we go to halftime, we will have the halftime show, and I'm sure these two schools will put on a great entertainment, so you will still have a halftime show here to watch. Nice job of fielding by Wilder there. He broke a tackle. Wow. going to run it all the way back to right around the 42-yard line.
Well, let me tell you, that gets me nothing more exciting than a punt returner getting a chance for a great job. What he did is he didn't break stride, so he caught it on the fly. So all he had to do was make one guy miss there, and he was going to, get around the end. He did a great job of getting to the ball then. And Wilder, man, boy, he was almost off to the races.
Well, a minute 39 to go here, up 35-0. Have to believe the Tigers will continue to try to get another score here before halftime. Doran under the center. Pitches it back to Anderson right there. Got a blocker out front. Once again, good patience right there. Still on his feet, breaking tackles. And going to make it all the way down to about the 15-yard lines where they're going to mark him down. So going to be a 1st and 10 right there on the 15 for the Tigers.
Boy, he sets those blocks. You see how he sets, making him think he's going to go to the right, cuts back up inside. But the one thing that he does a good job is that he changes his, his force there. So he runs real fast, then he'll slow down. So he changes his momentum quite well for a big running back.
The other thing is he's 6'1", 205, and he's clearly showed he's got a burst of speed. So without doubt, I'm sure there's a lot of colleges around the country that have their eyes on him. Rolls out here to his left, Goran does. Got some pressure. Squares his shoulders up, thrown back across his body. They're going to mark him down. Touchdown. They're going to say it's a touchdown. And that's Mullins again. Wow, what a nice throw by Doran there, finding him open downfield.
How about getting the opportunity to roll one direction because you're rolling to your left? It is the most hardest thing it is for a quarterback to do is to throw back across his body, and he did so very well there to find his target in the end zone.
Perez here to try the PAT. Kick is up. Kick is good. Katy Tigers 42, Dawson 0.
Family-owned business located right on Will Clayton and a one-stop shop for your home, auto, liability, and business insurance needs. Please stop in or give us a call at 281-812-9775. We're also proud to support all of the Humble ISD athletes.
All right, we're back here live again with TexanLive.com. Thank you guys for all tuning in today. We're coming to you live. The Katy Tigers are playing the Dawson Eagles for the 6A regional finals. It will be next week. The winner of today's game will play the winner of our second game, which is going to be Manville and Cypress Woods. And once again, number 13 for the Tigers is going to do the kicking, and that's going to be Alec Dupre. He's been doing the pooch kick about each time there, and
same here. Waits for the fair catch there. Going to take it at the 27-yard line. Minute 20 to go and 3 timeouts for the Eagles.
Well, the Eagles do have enough time to kind of, get a drive going here, maybe put something on the board. We always talk about the game as, a game of momentum. It would be a real good momentum boost for the Eagles to get something on the board before halftime.
Galloway comes back in here at quarterback. Brett Winnigan in the backfield with him. Play action. Big time pursuit again. The ball's on the ground. Is it going to get out of bounds? Yes, it is.
How about number 99, Jesse Brown coming from his nose tackle position. And boy, he you know what? For a big man like that, he has a lot of speed because he was chasing Galloway down and, almost got him by the shoestrings there. We can't tell yet, but it looks like the officials
running on the field is a fumble.
That it's a fumble. All right, with the fumble, that's going to bring up a loss of about, let's say, 10 to 12 yards, bringing up 2nd and long.
13 yards, bringing up 2nd and 23 for Dawson.
Galloway in the gun here. Hands off to Brett Winnigan there. Got a goal. Got a blocker out in front. Waits on it. Still on his feet. Going to make it to midfield and over. That was what the Eagles definitely needed Gerald right there.
They needed that. You know, this is the first time I've seen, you know, one of the defenders in the Katy defense, you know, number 27, Whitlock. He's probably pretty tired, but he came up with the one-on-one, and Winnigan made him miss there, so, you know, as he got the corner.
Galloway in the gun again. Quick pass out there. He's going to go, Gerald. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown.
Well, I'm looking around. I don't see any laundry that's out, you know, on the turf there. But listen, I want to tell you now, right now, Braylon Mouton, number 12. You know, to clear the way. And he got out real slow, so they ought to give him about 3 or 4 points on that particular block that he had out there for his partner.
Day with the, it's up and it's good.
Well, listen, Day Tyler there at number 26.
The best high school football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all vying to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to Ticketmaster.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, big plays, plus the DQ Big Game of the Week.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday nights on Fox Sports Southwest.
Once again, we're back live here at TexanLive.com. And you know what, Bert? We talked about, you know, getting some momentum, and we had more than enough time. It looked like they only took about 30 or 40 seconds of that minute and 20 seconds, you know, to get that score, and that's a big score for the Eagles.
Kyle Porter back here. J.R. Blades back here to return this kick. It's going to be a short kick. Going to wait for a fair catch right there at the 35-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will take over here.
Kickoff is fair caught by Hunter Stinson.
Couldn't tell. They looked like Hunter Stinson, number 6, with the fair catch, getting a chance to really, you know, set the Tigers up. Not sure what they're going to do. There's a good 50 seconds left. I don't know, Bert. You think they may have enough points for right now? But it looks like to me, you always play until the quarter ends. You never know what's going to happen.
Exactly, Gerald. And they do have all three. You know, their offense is quick strike, so I imagine we'll see what they do here. Anderson gets the ball, breaks the tackle. Going to be real close to 10 yards there. They stopped the clock, so they are going to give him the 10-yard gain there. Ball going to be placed out to 45, and that took 7 seconds off. So here we go, clock rolling, 45 seconds to go here in the half. Doron under center. Doron's going to throw the ball here. Going to go to Mullins out here. And what a nice pitch and catch right there. Man, what a great route by Mullins to get out there, you know, and Doron to put it. He let that ball go way before he made his break. So
that's just a good pitch and catch, what we used to call number 19, which is going to be Brandon Guzman, you know, was on the stop from his free safety position.
28 seconds to go here. Ball on the 37-yard line. Katy in no way has decided they're not going to try to get points here. Doron takes a snap, has a man over the middle. That's Mullins again. And did a nice job of catching the ball, securing it, and picking up 17 yards there. So here we go, Gerald, 23 seconds.
Once again, that's Brandon Guzman that's on the stop, number 19 from his free safety position. He gets up a little slow. He might be a little banged up, but like you're saying, pitch and catch, you know, you don't see a lot, you know, of that from the Tigers. They like to keep the ball on the ground, but you know, they do have a receiver that's got 800 yards, so they will put it up if necessary.
Well, and you said it before the game started. They also have 1,500 yards passing, so they're a very balanced attack here. And, you know, you looked at what Anderson's done for the year rushing the ball, and then you looked at what Doron's done here. And, you know, as we say, we haven't seen this team very much this year, but without doubt, very disciplined team, very, very well balanced. defense has played a phenomenal game, and as much as we're talking about the offense, defense for the Tigers has played a very, very solid first half outside of giving up about a 14-yard run and then that long 50-yard touchdown pass. Their defense had been perfect through the first half of play.
Yes, that's correct. Listen, their receivers have 15 touchdowns catching the ball, so they will put it up if necessary.
Anderson in the backfield, Doran under center here. Hands off to Anderson, breaks a tackle right there, breaks another tackle right there. I think he's going to get in, Gerald. Wow, what a run right there by him.
He really runs hard. You know, we had almost 3 or 4, different defenders there for the Eagles. Had a shot at him, but once again, I think he's a man that you've got to game tackle. When we say by that, that means that we'd like to have 3 or 4, guys around the ball to kind of bring him down, because he does run tough and hard.
Kick is up, kick is good.
Extra point kick by Perez is good.
At Panera, we decided a long time ago to avoid the easy road and switch to antibiotic-free chicken. That decision set a lot of things in motion. So now it's not just chickens raised this way. It's more ingredients you can trust. Which has taught us a lesson. Sometimes, what you think is the harder road turns out to be the only one worth being on. Panera Bread. Live consciously. Eat deliciously.
All right, we're back live here at Rice Stadium with the Katy Tigers taking a 49-7 lead. We've got about 16 seconds left before halftime. And just like my partner said, during the halftime, we're going to bring you live action from both bands, and they always do a great job.
Dance
with the bands.
teams, and here we go. Going to be another fair catch called right there at the 29-yard line. So with 16 seconds to go, down 49-7.
Greg Grainer, first down Eagles.
Be curious to see what the Eagles do here.
Well, look like they're going to call a play and look like they're going to use all of the clock. That means we got 16 seconds. We're going to play. Well, Galloway
tackled nicely right there. Clock running, and they were going to let this one go to half, I believe, Gerald.
Yes, that was Patty Fisher. Number 48 was on the stop there. Number 42, excuse me, on the stop. And it's going to take us to halftime break.
Yes, it is. I'm Bert Brucker.
Gerald McNeil. We'll see you during the second half, all right, for the opening kickoff.
Download the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Follow your team, get live scores, plus make game picks. And it all links up with Facebook and Twitter. Change the way you watch high school football. Download for free the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app.
Only one network is big enough to cover the great state of Texas, and only one show travels across the state to get the skinny on high school sports every week, all year long. You want the best in high school sports? Catch High School Spotlight on Fox Sports Southwest.
back on? Huh?
Please welcome onto the field the national champion Dawson Diamond. The 2014-15 Diamond officers are Captain Maddie Scully, Lieutenant Riley McIntyre, Lieutenant Ian DeGo, Lieutenant Jordan Williams. 2014-15 Diamond SoCo members are President Taylor Eddington, President Elena Benavides, SoCo member Lauren Boyle, SoCo member Kira Bright, SoCo member Kennedy Weber. The Diamonds would like to thank their official Diamond corporate sponsor, the Sand Team of RE/MAX Top Realty. They would also like to thank their Diamond Lovers sponsors, Roger Benavides Real Estate, Buffalo Wild Wings, Ryan Williams of Allstate Insurance, and Stanley Primary Care. The Diamonds are under the direction of Leslie Grant and Grace Hawkins. Tonight, the Diamonds will be performing a kick routine to Out West Bridgewater. On the field from Pearland, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, the Dawson High School Marching Band. This season, the Dawson High School Marching Band competed in the Friendswood Marching Festival, placing first overall and winning caption awards for Outstanding Visual, Outstanding General Effect, and Outstanding Color Guard. Congratulations goes out to the Dawson High School Marching Band for being one of 37 bands in the state to advance to the 6A UIL Texas State Marching Band Competition. Please give a round of applause to our outstanding band members. Your directors are very proud of you. Once again, congratulations, Dawson Band. Catalyst Color Guard and the Dawson Band are proud to present for you in halftime performance, All I Do Is Win.
Dawson cheerleaders. Tell me your name.
Mackenzie, Kayla, Hannah, Sierra.
Okay, ladies, what do we need to do to get your team back in this thing?
Get our head in the game.
Get your head in the game? Well, what can the cheerleaders do to help things out?
We can yell for them a lot more.
That's what we need to do. We need to yell a lot more in the second half, okay? All right, thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dawson High School Marching Band. The Dawson High School Marching Band is under the direction of Ryan Hagar, Matthew Davis, and Justin Zimmerman. The Catalyst Color Guard is under the direction of Lee Turner. Color Guard Captain is Delaney Conroy. Drum Majors, Sidney White, Amanda Maxwell, Jordan Gear, and the Dawson High School Marching Band and Catalyst Color Guard. The Dawson High School Band would like to thank our platinum level sponsors, Rock Bank and First Choice Emergency Room. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for the Dawson High School football team.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're outside entertainment from Katy High School, the home of champions, and the Katy School proudly presents the National Recognized Katy School Dance Team. This year's brigade matches are Colonel Kelsey Pendergrass, Lieutenant Colonel Amy Farrell, Major Gordon Bradford, Lieutenant Taylor Mize, Justice Brown. The Katy Bingo Brigade receives invitations to perform at contests and events throughout the country, and as members serve as ambassadors throughout the great Katy Ladies area. The 2015 Senior Brigade Executive Officers are President Victoria Brown, Vice President Emily Fisher, Secretary Amanda Stewart, Chaplain Courtney James, Spirit Chair Megan Duzant, Social Guru Alyssa Leslie, Rookie of the Week is Mackenzie Green, Spirit Girl of the Week is Cheyenne Ruzma, Member of the Week is Megan Phillips. Today the Brigade is performing a pawn routine to Jazz Police. And now the Katy Tiger Cheerleaders performing to Time Boy. Marching Band. Tiger Band March of the Week is Haley Tubbs. Section of the Week is Percussion. Freshman March of the Week is Eileen Bissonette. Spirit Person of the Week is Corinne Dearman. Guard Girls of the Week are Natalie Bassler. Field Guard Captains are Nikki Ringer and Hope Franklin. Percussion Captains are Jimmy Richardson and Tyler Abraham. Woodwind Captain is Wesley Sims. And Brass Captain is Andrew Crawford. The Tiger Band is under the field direction of drum majors Ellie Perez, Sari Fascinato, and Jessica Mortensen. And now, backed by popular demand, the Katy High School Trash Can Band.
Mic test. 1, 2, 3.
And welcome everyone. Listen, we're back live here at Rice Stadium, and we're getting ready for the second half kickoff between the Katy Tigers and, of course, the Pearland Dawson Eagles. We've got the score being 49-7. But let's go over a couple of stats, Bert, from the first half. You know, Garrett Dorian has had a really great half. He was 9 for 9, 140 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, so he threw the ball quite effectively, especially when it's 100%. You don't have any, incompletions, so they were real conservative, but very efficient. And, of course, the great running back, Rodney Anderson, he ended up with 5 touchdowns in the first half. Of course, he had 230 yards on 13 attempts, so he had a long of 60 yards for a touchdown. So they were very effective running as well as passing the ball. So, the Katy Tigers are just very efficient in what they like to do. They like to get their big running back, of course, up and running.
Kyle Porter back here to return this kick. And number 21, J.R. Blades. There'll be an onside kick right there. And Katy's going to recover it. So
that was a great play. You know why? Because if I'm the Eagles, I'm looking for a spark, Bert, okay? I'm down a little bit, 49-7, so I think it's a great call to try to go onside and catch the Tigers sleeping, but the Tigers did a good job of getting on that ball.
Here we go. Doron under center. Anderson in the backfield. Kyle Williams blocking in front for him there. Going to pick up about 4 yards on that, so that'll bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. Anderson on the carry.
I already looked at the adjustment, and Bert, you might keep an eye on this. Look at the Eagles' defense. They're going to put about 9 people in the box. The safeties are going to be very tight. I mean, they're going to get to that line of scrimmage. And what they've said is, listen, we've got to put everybody in that box if we're going to stop Anderson. So the safeties are real tight.
Takes a snap there, throws to his fullback right there. Nice reception right there for the big man, Kyle Williams. He's done a great job up front blocking for Anderson, and gets to catch the ball there and pick up about 9 yards and a first down for Tigers. The ball's going to be placed down at 39-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Mikael Mitchell was in on the stop, and he got hurt, so he's out for the next play as the Katy Tigers come to the line of scrimmage.
Doron pitches it back to Anderson. Nice tackle right there, Gerald.
What a great tackle by Vincent Fisher. Listen, I'm telling you, I've already seen the adjustment that the Eagles have made, and what they're going to say is, listen, we are going to try to stop the run and force you to throw the ball in the second half, and that's not a bad option. So they're going to put a lot of men, close to the line of scrimmage.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Anderson in the backfield. Going to be a quick pass out here right there to Mullins. He's going to pick up about 9 yards on that, so it'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll call it 2 here.
Listen,
ball going to be placed on 31-yard line.
Brandon Gilmore, number 15, was in on the stop, and he was in the slot position on the defense there, and actually he made a pretty good little play there for a tackle to kind of stop him from getting the first down.
Anderson breaking tackle, still on his feet.
And it looked like number 13, Kevin Lambert, is going to be in from the stop. Once again, the Eagles had quite a few men at the line of scrimmage, at least 9 as I counted in the box. But that time they were unsuccessful in trying to stop Anderson, for the first down.
Hand off to Anderson again. Still on his feet, breaking tackle, still on his feet. Hard running down to the 4-yard line right there.
Yes, once again, number 19, which is going to be Brandon Guzman, in on the stop. But not after Anderson. I mean, he is just, like they say, he's a load. They like to hand him the ball and working, though. The Eagles are looking to see if they can get a goal line stand here. First and goal inside the 5-yard line. Hand off again to Anderson.
And that's going to be his 6th touchdown.
Boy, you talk about how patient he is setting up his runs and blockers. I mean, he really continues that. And that's something that, a lot of recruiters will be looking at him, because that's something that's very hard to teach a running back to do, because most of them are really too fast to the ball but quick through the ball. So look like the field goal is good.
All right, we'll go to break, Gerald.
Hey fans, it's Bert.
And Jamie with your Texan dealerships. It's time for the biggest truck month event in Houston.
Because Texan has the biggest selection and great deals. That's right, get Motor Trend's back-to-back truck of the year. A new 4-door Ram for just $24.9 or $269 a month.
Plus, we've got 0% interest for 72 months. Thanks for making Texan the fastest growing dealership in the nation.
Texan Dodge, Chrysler Jeep and Ram, located at Highway 59 and Will Clayton.
Or shop us 24/7 at TexanDrive.com. We treat you better.
Once again, look like Wiggerman and Johnson's going to be back deep for the Eagles.
DePraw to kick off here. Fair catch called right there by number 8.
That's going to be Drake Raynard. It's going to be number 8 that took the fair catch. Look like that's going to set up a 1st and 10 from around the 24-yard lines for the Eagles as we head from right to left in the stadium. Once again, we've got no wind. Just a beautiful day here one day after Thanksgiving, and we're having another post-game treat from the Thanksgiving time. So one thing that the Eagles are going to do as they take the field for the first time in the second half is they only had 5 first downs, so they've got to kind of keep the chains moving as Galloway takes the snap. Oh!
Looks like it's going to be defensive pass interference there, Gerald.
Yeah, they may get number 7, Slater.
Pass interference. Defense, number 27. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Well, look like the Eagles are going to try to open up the second half, Bert. Galloway takes the snap. Whittigan, he has really been the top notch here. The workhorse in the first half, and I'm looking now. They've got an odd formation as they come.
Timeout. Katy. First off.
All right, look like we'll go to break as we get another timeout on the field.
The best high school football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all vying to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to Ticketmaster.com. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, big plays, plus the DQ Big Game of the Week.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday nights on Fox
All right,
Sports
we're back
Southwest.
live here at Rice Stadium. And the Katy Tigers was forced to take their first time out of the second half. It looked like, the Eagles offense came up with a different formation. That means they had at least 4 to 5 wide receivers all the way outside the numbers on the right hash there. and it caught the Katy Tigers kind of off guard, so they had to call their first timeout. But looked like they came back to regular formations. We got double split. Galloway takes the ball. And once again, it looked like it's going to be a handoff to Brett Winnigan, number 2. Looked like he might have lost a yard on that one, which is going to force about a 3rd and 9, that's coming up for the Eagles. Once again, here's the formation we were talking about. The Eagles come to the line of scrimmage. They've got 4 linemen, wide receiver to the right. He takes the ball. Oh, and looked like it's going to be incomplete. Oh, the ball was intended for Braylon Mouton from the different formation. The wide receiver is a single wide receiver lined up on the left-hand side. Pass was a little high. He tried to one-hand it, and just unfortunate to get both hands up on the ball to be able to ring it in. It's going to force a 4th down, about 9 yards to go for the Eagles. And it looked like the Eagles may be lining up to stay with their offense and keep their offense on the field.
Yeah, Gerald, at this point in the game, down 56-7, 7 minutes to go. Here we go, takes the snap, gonna air it out, has a man wide open. What a break on the ball right there. Who was that, Gerald?
Well, I kill it. There's so much. It looked like number 21, J.R. Blades, it came from his free safety position because he didn't know whether or not it was going to be a punt. So once he saw the ball in the air, all he did was made a great, beat on the ball and get there and intercept. Because I want to tell you, number 12, Braylon Mouton was wide open there, to be able to bring it in.
Yeah, he definitely put too much air under that ball. And without doubt, if that ball would have been thrown a little flatter, his man had broke free wide open there. So one of those plays I'm sure the quarterback liked to have back, because if he just throws that ball a little tighter, could have been a real big play for the Eagles. Instead, Tigers take over, got the ball 1st and 10 here at the 45-yard line. Second possession of the second half. Kyle Porter checks in at running back right there for Anderson. Going to gain about 3 yards. Ball going to be placed down at the 48-yard line, bring up 2nd down and 7.
Great. That was Brandon Guzman as well as Vincent Fisher. Both of them kind of collided to make a nice, good, firm tackle. They wrapped up good to keep them to a 3-yard gain.
Porter very patient there himself, cutting back through the middle, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards on that, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down. Ball going to be placed down at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Once again, number 19, Brandon Guzman was in for the stop. He's coming from his free safety and actually made a good play. Just that the running back had already picked up 9 yards before he got to him.
Got a man down the middle there. That's Mullins, going to be a little overthrown there. So ball's going to hit the turf, bring up a 2nd down and 10 here for the Tigers.
Oh, yes, that was Vincent Fisher that was deep, and he did a good job breaking up the pass. He got there right when the ball got there with the receiver, and ball's a little high, and that's a good defense there from Vincent Fisher.
Doron hands it off to Potter there, still on his feet, breaking tackles, going to pick up about 9 yards there. Kyle Porter with a hard run downhill there, and so bring up a 3rd down and 1 here for the Tigers. Ball on 35-yard line.
That kind of happens a lot. We happen to see the Tigers are going to pound the ball, off tackle right, off tackle left. They run, and then all of a sudden they try to suck you up. and then, lay that ball behind you.
Porter takes it there, stiffs arms the man. Going to pick up 6 on that play and pick up another Tiger first down. Ball's going to be placed there at the 30-yard line.
We got number 31, Paul Isaac, is going to be in for the stop there. Like you say, Bert, not to after Porter's picked up another first down. It looked like the Tigers on the move again.
Be interesting to see how much longer the Katy Tigers keep their starting quarterback in this ball game. Garrett Doron here with a 56-7 lead, 5:19 to go in the third. Doron drops back to pass, got some pressure there. He's going to be brought down this time.
Listen, excellent job. Now listen, that was number 19, which is going to be Brandon Guzman. He came on a safety blitz. And when he came on the safety blitz, he got to Doron and actually was able to bring him down. So that's another adjustment that we've seen here in the second half from the Eagles defense. They're bringing a little bit more blitz, and like I'm telling you, they're really stacking, the line of scrimmage and putting about 8 to 9 guys in the box.
Once again, Porter there making moves. Wow. Breaks, very patient in the middle, gets to the outside, realizes that's not there, cuts back, and then breaks 1 or 2 tackles.
The Tiger backs are exceptional in making people miss. And, when they're one-on-one and, you got an open field tackle, they are really good about, having the elusiveness to make you miss and while they gain extra yards.
Kyle's a junior here, 5'10", 185. Porter very patient, cuts back up the middle there. Going to be real close. If not, going to be about a yard short. So to bring up third down, and we'll call it 1 yard here. Second down, 1 yard here. Got a new fullback in there also, Gerald. Looks like Trey Turner in there at fullback now.
Porter takes that ball again. He's running nice and hard. Those are a tough 4 to 5 yards between the tackles. We probably haven't said enough about the Katy offensive line. I've heard, they're going to average, they've always been very stout because they run the football, but, they're pretty big up front, and they can lean on you. And, of course, it wears you down as the third and fourth quarter starts. It seems, they just kind of need 3 or 4 yards, at the play.
Hand off to Porter, straight up the middle. Nice pursuit there by the Eagles, stuffing that play up. Actually going to do it's going to be a no gain on that play. So it'll bring up a third down and goal here from the 5-yard line for the Tigers.
Boy, that's just a great job by the defensive line, for the Eagles. And I want to say, let's start with big number 99, Jordan Rodriguez. Is anchoring the middle at that nose tackle position. And I'm pretty sure the Eagles can use a couple of more plays like that, from that young man.
Trey Turner in here at fullback. Porter takes the pitch out here. Good pursuit there, but a nice job of turning back up. Going to be tackled at the 2-yard line right there. With the second effort, he did manage to fall in the end zone, but they're going to call him down contact here. Ball going to be placed at the 2. So to bring up a 4th down and 2 here.
Well, James Rose from his safety position, he forced him to cut it up inside. He just didn't have any help, from the defenders. But once again, this is a really good defensive stand from the Eagles that we've seen so far on this particular drive.
Minute 34 to go here in the third quarter. Hand off to Porter again, and he's going to be stopped short, Gerald. So a moral victory here for the Dawson Eagles of stopping them right here. Nice job there.
How about to see Porter go airborne, huh?
Yes, he did.
He went airborne, and number 10, which is going to be Patrick Howell, caught him. So, stopped him. Looked like we're going to have fourth down.
Yeah, 4th and 1 here.
We're going to see if the Eagles can, get a goal line stand here.
Throws out here to Porter, cuts back up. Wow, what a stick by number 31 there.
That's going to be Cole Isaac, and that is definitely the play of the game.
From the defensive side of the Eagles.
He came from his free safety position, and he left his feet. He left his feet as the defender, and he caught him right square in the numbers.
Good legal chest tackle there, too. Really, really nice job right there. And for what it's worth, what a defensive play there by that man right there, number 31. He did an excellent job.
Yes, that's definitely been the defensive play of the game, for the Eagles by Cole Isaac.
Johnson's going to get back to line of scrimmage here.
Johnson.
Ball's at the 1 yard line, so not much room for error.
Boy, Galloway was on the move there. Did a good job just to get, that ball thrown away, or he was looking at a safety there. And once again, that was number 99, Jesse Brown, that was on the pursuit, trying to make him get that ball out of his hand very quickly.
18 seconds to go here in the third quarter, Gerald. Ball on the 1 yard line. I've been in this position before. This is not one as an offense you like being in.
Yeah, sometimes
Galloway,
it's a little scary.
Galloway gets up under center, hands off to his up back right there, and he's going to maybe make it to the 2 yard line just to give their punter a little more room here. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 8.
One of the smart things that since you're backed up so far inside.
And that's going to take it to the end of the third quarter. Katy Tigers 56, Dawson 7.
Caden Ingram in the punt for the Eagles. J.R. Blades deep to receive the punt for the Tigers.
Ball going to be about a 29-yard punt, going to be down right there at the 29-yard line. So end of the third quarter here. We'll go to break.
We have broken the sound barrier and pioneered new paths to space. But where is that new frontier? What barriers will we break next? Every day, we are given the opportunity to sign our name to history. Just close your eyes and look inside. You are that new frontier. I'm General Mark Welch. These are my heroes. And we are American Airmen.
All right, once again, look like we're getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter. You know, the score is going to be at Katy 56, Pearland Dawson Eagles have 7. It's going to be 1st and 10 from around the 29-yard line of the Eagles. And that's where the Tigers will take off as they open up the 4th quarter.
And, you know, you look down here at these stands on both sides. What a great crowd for high school football here. And
it is a really good crowd. You know, there's a lot of red.
Page takes that handoff right there. He cuts back upfield. And like I said before the game, and you talked about next man up. So now we're at their 3rd string running back, tailback, and he just does the same thing as the first 2. Hits the hole, then is patient and picks up an extra 7 or 8 yards there. Ball going to be placed down on the 12-yard line, 1st and 10 there for the Tigers.
Now, do you think it's by accident that they're able to come and sustain, you know, their program year after year? Because like you say, it's just the next man up.
Cardarius Page there in the tailback formation. We have a new quarterback in there too. Page breaking tackles, still on his feet. I think they're going to give him. He's going to be tackled about the 1-yard line, real close to stretching that ball out for a touchdown. Right
Yeah, it was
there.
very close. Number 32, T.J. Spencer looked like he was in on the.
Timeout. Injury timeout.
Injury timeout here, so we'll go to break.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's nimble and fluid. But sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our Iron Man Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
Corey Chavera checking in here at quarterback. So Doron done for the day. Page there, just straight up the middle, untouched for a touchdown. And that's going to put 62 on the board for the Katy Tigers here.
Yeah, I didn't know whether or not Bubba was going to get another goal line stand, you know, from the Eagles, but this time it looked like they kind of walked into the end zone untouched.
Good hold, good snap. Perez boots another one through. So with 10:59 to go in the ball game, Katy 63, Dawson 7.
Download the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Follow your team, get live scores, plus make game picks. And it all links up with Facebook and Twitter. Change the way you watch high school football. Download for free the Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app.
Only one network is big enough to cover the great state of Texas. And only one show travels across the state to get the skinny on high school sports every week, all year long. You want the best in high school sports? Catch High School Spotlight on Fox Sports Southwest.
All right, look like we're back live here, Bert. And, you know, one of the things to kind of comment a little bit as we wait on the kickoff here, the Katy Tigers went all the way to the state finals last year, you know, before they lost to Cedar Hill. So, you know, they've always had a great program. We talk about it a lot, but, you know, they're very, very successful in what they do. And they do get each and every group year after year to perform at a very high level.
Well, there's a lot of pride out there. There's no doubt about that. Anybody that has followed Katy football for any length of time knows they don't like losing, and when they do, they take it personal. They learn from it, and they try everything within their power week to week to be a better team. But, you know, Gerald, I'm very fortunate. Aaron Glenn's my business partner on football camps, and we put on a lot of good camps on the north side of town. This year we're actually going to put on 3 camps. But, you know, these kids, they're from the youth sports now, they're learning the offenses. They are groomed to play the next levels. And, you know, and that's important as you want a program to be a powerhouse. There we go, takes a snap right there. Number 3 breaks. He could go here. 50, 45, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. And yes, sir, Sevion Johnson's going to rush for about, we'll call it 70 yards there, 72 yards. And, that has to feel good because these kids, when they walk off this field today, this is going to be their last game for the year. And we've all, I know for sure, I have in high school, my senior year, we got beat 6-0, the only game we lost. And I can still tell you every play we should have scored in. So when you walk off of these fields, Gerald, you remember it. But you also, as a junior and as a sophomore, build from it and what you don't like that feeling from.
Of course. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in the second game, but what a great job, on a 70-yard run from the Eagles, to put another 7 points on the board. And like you say, that had to feel very, very good for the Eagles. It's interesting to hear you talk about is once again as we come here live coming to you from Rice Stadium. You talk about the youth programs. There's none better than in Katy, Texas. I mean, they really do a great job there. And like you say, the most interesting thing is that, I don't know if you're aware, but Mike Johnson, of course, used to be the head coach there for many years. When he retired, guess what? Gary Joseph in from his staff. So, they pick from, right inside their own staff. And it looked like we're going to have an onside kick from the Eagles.
And it looks like they may have recovered it.
Boy, we've got a mad scramble there for the ball.
And the Eagles did recover it. So, once again, those moral victories, and that definitely has to feel good for the Dawson Eagles here with 10:43 to go here in the ball game.
Well, listen, it was real interesting.
So there is going to be some laundry that we missed down there on the field. And the Dawson Eagles will have to redo it. I did not see the laundry, but it was there somewhere. So Eagles will have to try this again.
And what a great job the kicker Tyler Day did. As he kind of squibbed it and he was going to get it. He got wiped out. But, one of his teammates did get the ball. And it was just kind of unfortunate. You practice that one play. You practice it all year long, okay? Bert, and, just getting the opportunity to use it in a game, you successfully, complete it. And then, of course, you have something like an offside. So that was very unfortunate.
And I want to send a shout-out to Dr. Sconzo out of Humble Independent School District, Troy and Krista, the ADs up there, all the ADs, all the schools, all the head coaches that has allowed TexanLive.com to become part of, bringing games, because we have a really, really great product, and without these school districts and without these ADs and coaches, it wouldn't be in existence. So here we go, little pooch-up kick. He is going to call for a fair catch there. Nice job right there. That was number 9.
Yeah, that's Travis Willock. He had to kind of make an over-the-shoulder catch, like you're saying, because the ball was a little bit over his head, but he did a fine job by securing the ball and making the catch.
And we do all sports, too. I haven't talked much about what TexanLive.com is, but we do basketball, softball, football, volleyball, any sport out there, and graduation. So this year we've already got 6 graduations lined up, but if you want your graduation from wherever it's at, stream live so grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles can see it, contact the Texan Live office Monday through Friday. Handoff right there, straight up the middle. I believe that's looks like number 28.
I do believe so. It looked like we're going to have a number 11, C.J. Simmons. This is going to be in on the stop.
Actually, that was number 22. I apologize, Kevin Copeland, with the run there up the middle.
Well, of course, you're going to have some. I think some of the substitutes are, for the Tigers are in the game.
Hand off to the fullback right there. He got some blockers out in front, still on his feet. He's going to make it all the way down to about the 38-yard line. That was Wilson Kittle.
Yes, and number 20, James Rhodes, is in on the stop. I think you were asking just how long, our quarterback was going to stay in the ball game.
Yeah, and he came out a couple possessions ago, which is, smart on the coach's part. Number 22 straight up the middle there.
A very nice stop and hit. Good form tackle by number 13, Kevin Lambert.
75, Katy.
Probably B.J. Brooks there. This team brought 100 players, so there's some double up numbers here. That's probably B.J. Brooks there with the carry straight up the middle. Once again, going to pick up about 5 yards right there.
It's number 20, James Rhodes. Is going to be in on the stop. And it's interesting you said that. I did notice. How about, getting a chance to dress out 100 players today? So, from the Tigers' perspective, they're always looking forward to next year and the year after that. And it's it's good for the young men to get a wince of what it is to win, so that they're not starry-eyed when they get here.
Wilson Kittle straight up the middle there. And that could be Trey Wright. I apologize once again with these two numbers. So that was Trey Wright there with the carry straight up the middle.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, they do have a lot of double numbers on the Katy sideline. You have that many players that are interested in being a part of your program. When you have a winning program like that, there's nothing that says that I want to be a part of that, so they get a lot of kids to participate. Boy, what a great job of number 59 coming in from his inside linebacker position.
B.J. Brooks there with the carry. Going to pick up about a yard.
Deshaun gets put on the stop for the Eagles.
All going to get on the ground there, and the Eagles are going to recover that. Number 20 there with the recovery.
Yeah, it looks like James Rhodes, number 20. We've been calling his name and number the last, a drive or two, and he was able to get in there as the ball came on the turf, and that's going to make it 1st and 10 for the Eagles around their own 36-yard line.
Galloway throws out there. Good quick pass. Going to be quick pursuit on the Tigers again.
Boy, that was quick pursuit. But I'm telling you, he really had a lane to the outside. C.J. Simmons, number 11, had the block for him, and that time, he cut inside, and he might want to stay outside on the last play. Galloway's long pass was intended for C.J. Simmons again, just slightly overthrown. You can actually see the Katy Tigers. They're subbing in a lot of players, trying to get their young, players exposed to a lot of good experience, and they're having a little bit of time lining up, but they eventually get there.
Galloway takes a snap here, rolls out to the right. Just going to air it out. Got a man out here, and it's going to be just out of bounds. Number 4 did break clear there.
Yes, that's going to be Antoine Canada, number 4. But, that's probably the toughest pass that you have to make. You're a quarterback, you're rolling out to the right. You got all that momentum, and that's how that ball sailed on him going out of bounds there to the right. Is that he's on the run, and it's just kind of hard to hit a target as you're moving that fast around the corner.
4th and 8. Got a man wide open right there. Nice backside catch there by number 81.
Boy, that's going to be Caleb White, number 81, with the sensational, back shoulder catch. And it looks like,
Caleb White on the reception.
And we're going to go to an injury timeout break here.
Cerna is a local family-owned business located right on Will Clayton and a one-stop shop for your home, auto, liability, and business insurance needs. Please stop in or give us a call at 281-812-9775. We're also proud to support all of the Humble ISD athletes.
We're back live here with TexanLive.com, and looked like that was going to be number 2, Brett Winnigan, and he was able to get up and leave the field under his own accord, so that's always a good sign.
Especially late in the ball game like
Yes.
this. You never want to see injuries, but at this point in time, you know, they're fighting hard here. Looks like going to be false start there on somebody on the line there.
False start. Offense, number 77. Kyle Ability, first down.
So,
all right, once again, looks like, you know, the Eagles are trying to put on, we've got about 6 minutes, approaching 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, and the Eagles are on the move, trying to really put in an impressive drive.
Galloway here from the pistol. Going to throw the ball. Nice job of breaking tackles, still on his feet. And wow, instead of losing 35, he did a great job of, Galloway did, of staying on his feet there, seeing the receiver there, and throwing it over his head.
Throwing it over his head. Just a wonderful job by the quarterback, like you said. Now, he ran about 40 to 45 yards, okay? There's no doubt with
and
that.
there was none of it under non-duress.
Yeah,
he had a ton of pressure from just about every angle you could see there.
Good job by that young man.
Going to throw it again. Got a man out here. Going to go up and make the catch there.
Yes, and that's going to be number 12, Braylon Mouton. And Mouton is up for the catch. And what a great job by Galloway. He just hung it up there enough, you know, to give his receiver a chance to go up and catch the ball. And Mouton went up high to pull that one in.
What we going to have here, Gerald? Going to be a false start or does somebody call a timeout?
I'm not so sure. It looked like that the Katy Tigers might have had 12 men on the field. Like I say,
There's no 5 for 12 on the field. There was a substitution by the offense and then replay.
All right, so that's what it was. There was 12 men there, but because the Eagles substituted, Katy has time to get their man off, and it will be 1st and 10, ball placed on the 30-yard line here.
That's one of the new rules, you know. If the offense gets a chance to substitute, that means that the defense also gets a chance to substitute their men in too. So that's something that we see kind of new in football, and I think it's very fair because, you know, it used to be, you know, a hindrance for the defense. Galloway's going to take it. He's going to be throwing again, and look like he's going to have number 12, Braylon Mouton,
again
on that sideline out there. Look like it's going to be complete and enough for another Eagle first down there. Now we're not moving it, so maybe we'll wait on the.
And they're going to tack half the distance to go there onto it. So going to give the Dawson Eagles the first down. Ball going to be placed down right there on the 8-yard line. You know, and we've had a wonderful crowd here today. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed the game. As of right now, we're planning to have the Katy Tigers and the winner of tonight's game, Manville and Cy Woods, next week. So direct snap there. He's actually going to lose about 2 yards there. That was Brett Winnigan with the run there. And once again, that pursuit of that Tiger defense is phenomenal.
Yes, I think that's the first time that we've seen that play, you know, from the Eagles offense. That was a direct snap that went directly to the running back, Winnigan.
And I was wondering why he didn't cut it back up there, but watching the replay right here, there was a lot of red there. Galloway takes the snap, keeps it himself. Got a blocker out in front. Will he get the edge? Going to pick up about 4 yards on that, so it'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the 6.
Yes, and that was looked like number 71 that's going to be in for the Tigers for the stop. Brock Lovett is going to be number 71. Nice pursuit. And once again, like we're saying, we're in with, you know, some of the the backups, and they're going to get an opportunity to finish this ball game.
Galloway takes the snap here. Has time for the first time, and time gets away. Going to be caught, but I think he's going to go down on his own there around the 2-yard line. So 4th and 2 down 63-14, 4:30 to go in the ball game, Gerald. Real simple. They're going for it here.
I think they're going to go for it. What a good catch by C.J. Simmons, number 11. 2 hands on the ball. You know, like you're saying, it's going to make it have 4th and 2.
Nice job of Galloway extending that play, too. He had a little time in the middle, no man open. Pressure block started collapsing. He did a nice job of rolling out there, finding his receiver downfield and throwing it to him there. So here we go. Galloway in the gun by himself. No backs, trips to the right. We're going to have a false start here. Now instead of 4th and 2 or 4th and goal from the 2, it's going to be 4th and goal from the 7, Gerald.
That's a coach's nightmare. I mean, that's just tough. You know, you got 4th and a short 2. You know, it's long enough, and then we get a false start. So it was just very unfortunate. Looked like the Eagles were trying to hurry up, and that's a great timeout by the Eagles. Look like they're going to call timeout, and we'll go to break.
Buy a new Ford truck today at Big Star Ford and get a free Yeti cooler. How about an F-150, $11,000 off or $299 a month and a free Yeti cooler. Huge discounts, most for your trade, 0% financing, and a free Yeti cooler. $14,000 off F-250s. That's an F-250, $14,000 off or $399 a month. Or how about shop 24/7 BigStarFord.com. Just 10 miles south of downtown Houston on 288. You drive, we
Welcome
listen.
back to TexanLive.com. Coming to you live here from Rice Stadium. We'd like to thank each and every one of you that have been listening to the broadcast and watching it through our stream site here. We've had a very good game, and that was a good timeout called by the Eagles because it's 4th, and now we've got a 7. And you want to make sure that your offensive team, everybody's on the same page. So that was a good timeout that the the Eagles staff, called to make sure that everybody's going to be on the same page. Once again, we've just had a beautiful day here. Look like the temperatures are in the upper 60s, maybe even right at 70, degrees, sunshine. I'm not sure if you think this will be the end of November here in Texas, but Texas is always like that. You don't like the weather, just stay tuned. Well, it looks like, here come the Eagles getting lined up.
Wow. As a competitive coach, darn good and well.
That's
you
just
don't like
unfortunate.
seeing that.
You don't.
4th and goal from the 2. False start, timeout, false start, and
yeah, that was just a little unfortunate. And what it is, I guarantee you, Bert, they're getting ready to run a play that they haven't run in a very long time. You have plays like that. They wanted to make sure and that everybody was on the same page.
exactly. And even here we go. He's just going to throw this one up. Going to be caught, but it's going to be about the half-yard line. So that's where the Katy Tigers will take over 1st and 10, 3:51 to go. And, what a phenomenal game. Like I said, I got to see Katy early. It was against the Mustangs up at Turner Stadium. And, I think they won 31-0 up there, if I remember correctly. But, it was this team today is a whole lot better team than what I've seen that week. And then the week after, they got beat by the Woodlands, and Woodlands got knocked out in the first round. And Katy is living strong here.
Yes.
And they've went back and made a lot of adjustments since earlier in the season.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Let me ask you a question. How many turnovers have the Katy Tigers had today? How many turnovers?
Well, Gerald, I think you just jinxed them. I think they have touchdown. They have one now for sure. Holy cow. All my life, from the time I was a little kid, you'd hear announcers say, man, this guy hadn't missed an extra point in 967 tries. And guess what? He would shank it dead left. So there definitely is a commentator curse here. Because
Wow.
you're just talking about
Wow.
the fact that Katy hasn't put the ball on the ground.
Listen, and the point I was going to make is they're a well-disciplined football team. They don't make mistakes. They don't turn the ball over. And as soon as I just mentioned it, unfortunate jinx, I mean, out of nowhere.
Instead of the cube, it's
Wow.
the Jinx McNeil.
Golly. How ironic is that? And ended up, the ball was in the turf, recovered in the end zone for a safety.
The ball's on the 1 yard line.
No. Boy.
Your brain just doesn't think it's safe.
Boy, I tell you.
You're worried about a safety. You can go ahead and stutter, girl. It's okay.
No, I want
Good
to say.
snap, good hold, kicks on the way. And it's going to good. And we're going to stay here this time. 3:44 to go in this ball game. It's going to make it 63-21 here. But,
You know, we talk about all the time, you know, this may or may not be the last, play, for some of the seniors, especially, for the, Pearland Dawson Eagles. And I want to give a good shout out to their entire coaching staff and especially their senior ball players. Because once again, like you say, this is going to be the last time, a lot of these young men get a chance to put on those pads, and there's nothing like putting on pads. I mean, absolutely nothing. I mean, just the teamwork and your teammates, being that all that hard work and being with, the camaraderie you have with your teammates. So I want to give a shout out to, the Pearland Dawson Eagles. They put up a great job, a great fight, and just my hats goes off to them, withstanding a good ball game today.
Gardner here to do what we all love to see in this game, an onside kick.
Yeah, this time I think it's going to be an onside.
Great idea. They put number 23 way out there to the left, and instead of kicking it soft, they tried to make it bounce high to him, give him a chance to go one up out there on just single coverage out there with himself, and the ball just was about 2 feet high there. I'm watching it in replay.
Yeah, that was a mini pooch. How about a mini pooch, huh?
He bounced off the ground there.
Okay, he did bounce it. I didn't know if he did. Okay. He tried to get it nice and high, and then you go up and get it at its highest point. So, absolutely, that was a great job there. We did have a little laundry on the field there.
It's going to be out of bounds kick, so that's a 5-yard penalty. So 45, the ball's going to be placed at 50, first and down for Katy. We're going to put the ball on the ground again.
Yeah, it looks like, the exchange between the quarterback and the center. Of course, you got a new quarterback and a new center, so just the unfamiliarity there, it's caused a couple of fumbles. And I'm quite sure that, it's raised a little bit of concern there for the Katy coaching staff as we get a lot of substitutions coming in.
Straight up the middle right there. Number 17.
It's going to be Jonathan Phillip. It's going to be the new quarterback for the Katy Toddlers. I think it's number 17, like you said, Bert. So they couldn't get the quarterback center exchange, and we're going to go ahead and get a new quarterback in the game.
I'll start. Offense, number 65.
Got number 11, Marco Terrell, checking in at tailback. Pitch out to Terrell right there. Got a blocker in front. Going to pick up about 6 yards on that play. So it's going to bring up a 4th down, and we'll call it 5 yards.
Brought down
Ball
by
going to be
number
placed
42,
down right around the
Daniel Gator.
45-yard line of the Eagles. And it looks like the Katy Tigers will go ahead and punt here.
What a good job by number 42, Daniel Gator, coming from his backside linebacker's position to make sure that they did not pick up the first down.
Michael Vasquez in for the Tigers to punt here.
It looks like the Eagles are not sure that he's going to punt, so what they'll do is just get in the regular defensive formation. We used to do it all the time where we will not send a return man back and just let the ball down and bounce.
Delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense penalty.
So now they'll probably put somebody back here. And or they may go after this block here.
Exactly like you suggested. It looked like that's going to be number 8 going back, Drake Raynor, I do believe, deep.
And that ball's going to be kicked out of bounds right around the 16-yard line. So with 1:22 to go here in this ball game, the Eagles will take over. Katy 63, Dawson 20, and we're going to stay right here because there's not much time left to go in this game. I want to thank all of our great sponsors who've made this possible today. We do these games for free for the public, and that's the nice part. I will never, as the owner of TexanLive.com, charge for somebody to come to the site and watch the games. It will always be free as long as I do them. We do regular season games, playoffs, basketball, all sports, softball, baseball, football, anything you want. If you want your team to be on TV, get with my office, TexanLive.com office, and would love to bring every product out here. It's a great deal we do. It's a service that we started doing 4 years ago, and looking forward to continuing.
Yeah, it's been very, very successful. I know when you asked me to be a part of that, and what better way to always give back to our young men in our community about bringing, of course, our great Texas high school football.
Another good throw right there, quick out, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards, 50 seconds to go here in the ball game.
Yeah, it's a good chance. A good job to get Zach Smith, number 7, is the new quarterback again, for the Eagles. Boy, it's going to be number 22, Gary Scott, in on the carry.
And we've probably got one play left to go here. Gerald Kloss clicking down, 25 seconds here.
There is no quitting the Eagles. They're getting lined up quick.
Going to air this ball out. Going to be caught right there. Number 23,
how about the
Matt
ball?
And I imagine they'll call a timeout here with 12 seconds.
That is great. Great job by Matt Kelso, making a play on the ball.
Clock running. This will be the last play of the ball game. He's just going to throw it up here. And it's going to be intercepted right there. And that will be your ball game. Katy Tigers 63, Dawson 20. We will have some coaches. But I do want to go over just got some stats in here. And Mr. McNeil, I'll let you go through them and talk about them. I know without doubt 6 touchdowns, 292 yards on 20 carries. That would be Mr. Rodney Anderson, and what a ball game this man had. Almost 300 yards and 6 touchdowns through really 3/4 of football.
Yeah, that is outstanding. But listen to this. How about his backup? Had 90 yards on 16 carries. So they ran the ball close to almost 40 times, okay? So when you're doing that at 40 times, obviously that means that you're controlling the line of scrimmage. So another great shout out to the offensive line for the Katy Tigers and getting a chance to do that. And also Darion threw the ball. How about being 11 for 12 attempts? So, he missed one pass the entire afternoon, which 2 touchdowns, 161 yards. That's also a very, very balanced attack. So,
One, two,
the
three,
Katy
test,
Tigers
test,
always
test,
do a
test,
great
1,
job
2, 3.
of doing that and making sure they're going to run the ball as well as throw the ball. But when they throw it, they're going to be very efficient with it. So they're not scared to put it up in the air. And once again, like you're saying, just a wonderful job here this afternoon by the Katy Tigers, as well as the Pearland Dawson Eagles. And we want to send a shout out to both sides as we had a great football game today.
We got Mr. Rob Lynch doing our field announcing. He's down there on the field. He'll be with the coach here shortly.
Coach Gary Joseph, Katy Tigers. Coach, one step closer.
Yeah, it's a process, and I'm proud for the kids. You know, it's great to sit there and get to coach them Thanksgiving week, and I'm still very proud of that, and I'm extremely proud to get to go play in the quarterfinals.
Coach, that was about as complete a football game, the first three quarters, that I think I've seen this year by your starters against what I thought was a very good Pearland Dawson football team.
Well, our kids came out and were focused, and they played well, they prepared well, you know, and that's what you want them to do is, you know, you want them to come out and play like they prepared, and I'm proud of them for doing that. And like I said, it's great to be in the quarterfinals.
Let's talk just a little bit about Rodney Anderson. I think I quit counting at 6. That was a heck of a football game.
Yeah, the kid's been playing outstanding football for the whole last half of the season. Our whole goal was to get him to this point in things, and early in the season he probably didn't have as many carries as he's getting out right now, but you know, we wanted to get him here healthy, wanted to make sure our offensive line matured so we could get him here healthy, and he's playing outstanding.
All right, Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck. We'll see you around the corner. Thank you.